Hey friends, let's start our Thursday off with math, multiplication, repeated addition, and arrays. More thinking about multiplication as arrays today. So if you don't have your packet, go ahead and stop, push pause, go get this packet, and then let's get started. All right, so if you worked with me on multiplication last week, and then you've worked again with me this week on multiplication, at this point, multiplication should be a breeze. Let's look together here. Okay, if I start on this one, this is what we call an array, and we talked about those last week. An array is just kind of an organized group of things. Okay, and we can think of arrays as having rows and columns. Rows run what we call horizontally or side by side, and columns go vertically or up and down. So there's a place down here that says rows and columns. So if I look closely, I'm going to see that there are 1, 2, 3 rows. So let's write a 3 where it says rows. And then it says columns. So let's see how many columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. 3 rows, 6 columns. So when we're multiplying, we're trying to figure out how many are there in all. If I have 3 rows and 6 columns, I'm talking about 3 times 6, or 3 groups of 6. So if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, I know that 6 and 6 is 12. And I need to add on 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 12 plus 6 more is 18. I know that the total is 18. 3 times 6 equals 18. Let's double check ourselves. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Since there are 18 in all, I know that the total, or the product, is 18. Let's try the second one, right here to the right. How many rows do I have? Keeping in mind that rows are going like this. These are our rows. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So I'm going to record 4 where it says rows. And then it says columns. How many columns are there? Another way to think of that is how many are in each row. There are 1, 2, 3 in each row, or there are 3 columns. So I'm going to put a 3 in the columns. So to find this using multiplication, I can think 4 times 3. That equals a total of how many? Well, I've got 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. 3 and 3, there's 6. And 3 and 3 more, that's 6 more. I know 6 and 6 gives me a total of 12. I could call that total, the product. 4 times 3 equals 12. Let's see. 2 rows, 1, 2. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should be thinking 2 times 8, or 2 groups of 8. So I'm thinking 2 groups of 8. 8 and 8. Yeah, 8 and 8 is 16. The product is 16. If I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I should find the same thing. The product is 16. Let's do one more. How many rows do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. How many columns, or how many in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking 6 times 5 equals how much in all? 6 times 5. Well, there's 5 and 5, that's 10. And 5 and 5 more, that's another 10. And 5 and 5 more, that's another 10. So I'm thinking 10, 20, 30. There are 30 in all. The product is 30. Push pause, work these 4. And then come back to me, press play, and we'll go over them together. All right, you should be completed. So here we go. How many rows? 1, 2, 3. How many are in each row, or how many columns? 1, 2. I'm thinking 3 times 2 for a product of 4, 6. There are 6 in all. If you got that right, give yourself a whoop, whoop. Nice job. Here we go. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking 4 times 4. 4 groups of 4. Well, I know 2 groups of 4 is 8, and another 2 groups of 4 is 8. So I'm thinking 8 and 8 together. You got it, 16. If you got that one, let's see. Give yourself a dab. Nice job. Here we go. 2 rows, 5 columns. So we're thinking 2 times 5. I know 5 and 5 more. That's right, it's 10. If you got 10, give your mom or dad or whoever's there with you a high five. Actually, maybe a fist bump instead. Here we go. Final one. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. How many in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm thinking 6 times 7. This is the biggest one we've done so far. 6 groups of 7. So if there are 7 and 7, that would be 14. And another 7 and 7 would be another 14. And another 7 and 7 would be another 14. So I know that 14 and 14 is 28. And I need to add on 14 more. If I added on 10 more, that would be 38. 39, 40, 41, 42. Nice job. The product is 42 because 6 times 7 equals 42. This time, got it right. Give yourself a pat on the back. Great work. You're turning to the back side or the other side, and you're going to complete this page on your own. Thinking about rows times columns equals your product, the number in all. Keep up the good work.